Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Dalton at Dalton895, and I am very excited for this video because it's something I've been waiting to get, been trying to get, and had a whole mess of things dealing with AliExpress to get it, especially since they confiscated it at first. Takara exclusive legacy super mode Starscream, aka Thundercracker, but it's super mode Starscream. And is very much inspired by the Micron Legend packaging. You got the Transformers 40th logo there for Japan. Karatomi recreating the original Armada packaging in Japan. There he is in his famous last moments. Got that, some little legal information, of course, recreating some of the transformation stuff, showing the features with the blast effects and his weapons. So yeah, cannot wait to get talking about this guy. He's already out because I could not wait to check him out, and he just looks beautiful. The beautiful shade of blue, really nice red paint throughout, some yellow paint here for the cockpit, some nice gunmetal for the outlining here on the nose section of the fuselage, here on the shoulders, the chest, hands, even here on these intakes, on the I guess the exhaust or nozzles of his null ray cannons, or proton cannons, I guess is what he calls them in his final moments. You got kind of this bluish gray here for the biceps, the mid-torso, the thighs. You got some kind of bluish silver here for the feet, regular silver for the knee sections as well as the chest, some pinkish red for it's just straight up pink, like no, beating around the bush. It's straight up pink. You got the gray, silvery eyes, really nice Decepticon symbols there. Some white paint here on the jet engines as well, and overall better QC than on my copy of Starscream. This arm is just a tad bit loose, but nowhere near as bad as Starscream was, or I guess seasons 1 through 3. Starscream, and just bringing him in. I do have toy hacks on him to make him look a little bit more show accurate. So you do got the white instead of the gray. Some more white down here on the lower legs. But you can see, yeah, the thighs are still, or hips are really loose. The shoulders all around are still very loose. So don't pose him or mess with him too much. Okay, there goes the Star Saber, which leads us right into accessories. He does come with the Star Saber as well. This one is more, I guess, to represent how it looked in the show. I can't remember which one's more accurate, though. This one does look more like it's actually glowing. You do get some more blue down here than you did on here. So I guess this would be a little bit more toy. I don't know. I guess this one's like half and half. But they still just got the toy details. Of course, this one does have the toy hack stickers to look, I guess, more like the actual toys. So I guess the ones that are coming out will look accurate to the show model for this. And for the swords, I know this one is more molded to look like the actual wing. Of course, the toy hacks labels give it that look, as well as show details just for when it's just being used as a regular sword. And this is fully energized, molded in blue plastic, but painted over with this beautiful hot pink. Like, it is very fluorescent. So that looks amazing. Of course, you can plug it into his hand, and just to give it that show accuracy, fold the wing down. There you go. We'll give him the Star Saber as well. So yeah, our second Armada character to get painted up in his super mode colors. I really, well, I guess Galvatron too, so our third one. So hopefully we get a super mode Optimus, as well as Inferno, or not Inferno, Red Alert in his Power Links colors. That would be really awesome to see. And of course, he also comes with these very pink, very close to the anime as far as like coloring goes. Blast effects from, of course, Jetfire. I do need to run them under some hot water, especially these end ones, because the way they're warped kind of gives the impression that they're flower petals. So it looks like, reminds me of the, I know it's not a very good representation of the movie, but, or the books, but the original Percy Jackson movie when they're eating the lotus flowers. So it just kind of reminds me of that. My mind goes into weird references, obscure references. You should know this from Stasis Lock. But anyways, you can still plug those into his proton cannons or null laser cannons, whichever you want to call them, based on which point in the show. So you got that going on. And yeah, it looks good. You can still fold these, of course, forward and back like the original toy, or like the Thrilling 30. You can fold the whole thing down on his back. I personally prefer this look here with them sticking off. I know it takes up some space, but it's accurate to the original, and honestly, it's not that bad. It's not nearly as bad as the original Armada toy. As far as articulation goes, he's still got the ball jointed head. It's a lot better on my copy of this one because it's not like snapping back to this position, so I can actually get it straightened out just fine. I believe there's also matte paint on this. I don't know if it's that or it's just the way the head is designed. I've got a swivel here at the shoulder, in and out, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, no wrist swivel, but you can kind of point them down, so I know perspective end will like that. Even though it opens the panel, you do get sword wielding wrists. So there is that. You do get a slight bit of waist swivel. It's just difficult to do with the way the nose cone and fuselage folds down. You do get all the way out at the hips, forward, all the way back. Do get a thigh swivel, and on my copy, there is not that weird issue that the regular one had where the hips will pop off. So that's great. Do get just a little bit over 90 at the knee. Get, of course, a little bit of ankle tilt and forward, a little bit of forward and back. So yeah, looks really good. And give me just a moment. We'll compare him to the other version I have. And here he is with the Thrilling 30 mold. Can't remember if this was an exclusive over in Japan or if it was just a release, but did manage to get it. And yeah, I mean, the coloring is fairly close, although this is, I think, more to represent him as the toy version of Thundercracker. That was named Thundercracker, with the darker red face, the lighter blue. But yeah, they still look good. Of course, you know, more show accurate with the pink face and silver eyes. I mean, this one has the silver eyes too, but I like to think of this one more of the toy Thundercracker than Super Mode Starscream, especially since we got the Collectors Club Skywarp. So go ahead and get him into jet mode. Before this goes on too long, go ahead and flip the hands in. Open up the panel, flip the hand in. Go ahead and slide this out. Just kind of gotta wiggle it along that pin there. I'll bring up his backpack, bring up fuselage and those canards, and of course, chest wants to fall in on itself. So we'll go ahead and just actually no, don't do that yet. Fold up the feet, open up these panels on the back. From here, point the feet down, rotate, actually rotate out this way, and collapse that in. Same thing on this side, rotate it, bring it up like that. These will come together and just plug into his back. So rotate that wing up out of the way. That one. Oh, there we go. Tab these together. I will bring that back. Bring his head up and down into place. There we go. All plugged together. Tab those in. There goes that chest piece again. Bring these sections back. Tab them in. Back, tap that in. Just make sure everything plugs in, and there we have Super Mode Starscream in jet mode. And again, looking incredibly just beautiful. The coloring on this just looks phenomenal. And again, it holds together a lot better, although this is a little bit loose, but it's not like constantly. Well, I guess this one's still holding together just fine, but there they are side by side, so you can see what they look like. And here he is with the Thrilling 30 mold. And again, it still looks really good. Do wish it had actual landing gear instead of just sitting on the arms. Like, it's one thing I do like about the Thrilling 30 mold is it does have the landing gear, and you still get that kind of curvy shape to the fuselage that you don't necessarily get here. I mean, it's kind of there in the back, but this is a lot more aerodynamic, a lot more flat, and the cannons aren't as big and bulking. We can still flip them forward. Again, it's still a very sleek jet. It does have that slight curve to it. Of course, you do have these fins here on the top here. I mean, yeah, the mini-con ports are there, but so yeah, really, really love this Starscream. Of course, you can plug blast effects in, make it look like he's using his afterburners. Plug in his weapons here. And there you go. So yeah, very well done. I love how, the stripe keeps the stepped kind of pattern going through. Of course, the red on the fins back there. So yeah, very well done. I'm very happy to have this. Like, I'm still gushing about it, obviously. But let's go ahead and get him back into robot mode. I'm going to remove those. And bring the arms down. Bring those up. Just get them out of the way so we can get the legs out. Just do that by bringing this up. Undoing these sections here. Straightening out the legs. Close those panels back up. Bring the feet up. Of course, bring out the heel. There we go. I'm going to bring this whole section down. That'll pop the head back up. Bring the chest down and just kind of, there's a tab there, slot on the bottom. So just plug that in, and that will wrap around his torso. Bring the arms down, slide along that pin, open up the arm, flip out the hand. Same on this side, open up the arm, flip out the hand. Of course, slide that along there. And there we have Super Mode Starscream back in robot mode. So for final thoughts, I adore this version of Starscream, both, character-wise and just the absolute amazing work that Takara did with this color scheme. The character was written so well as far as like the overall arc. It's just, I wish the dubbing was better for him. Let me fix that real fast. But yeah, I'm really happy that Takara was able to do this. I don't know if Hasbro is going to ever touch this color scheme or even touch this mold again. I would love to see them continue with the Armada stuff because it seemed to have been doing well. I know a lot of people are excited about Red Alert. There's the little Easter eggs for Jetfire and Overload on the Commander Class Prime. So who knows? Even Evan has stated that they want to do mini-cons. We just recently got Wheeljack. So hopefully we get some more Armada stuff in the next couple of years. There's the Cybertron subline coming through Walmart. At the time of this recording, that will be revealed next week, next Saturday, the 1st of March. So keep an eye out for that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed this figure. I'm glad to finally have it after waiting about a month for it to arrive. And yeah, so let me know what you guys think of Armada Starscream. What do you think of Super Mode Starscream / Thundercracker? And yeah, let me know if there's any other Armada characters you want to see in the future. So with that being said, be sure to check out my links below. I have a playlist of Legacy United as well as Studio Series, so check those out. I do try to do a monthly stream. I'm going to try to do that more often, but again, keep an eye out for that. Be sure to check out my socials down below as well, and I will see you guys all in the next video. So long, take care.